Hello and welcome to Financial Parenting. Financial Parenting is the only conversation that practically shows you how to pass timeless money values and lessons to your next generation. I'm so excited to connect with you again as we continue learning how we can be able to influence positively the financial lives of our children. Last week we had a very interesting conversation on the process of financial parenting. Today we will be talking about how to teach our children about the making of money. How does money happen? Where is money gotten from? So I want to believe that you have your notebook ready, you have your pen ready to take notes even as we begin to delve into this conversation. Allow me to invite you to subscribe to this channel, to like this video, to share it with your friends so that we can together keep influencing society positively. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you feel about this content. Let me know if you have any question, if you have any areas that you've been struggling with as you try to influence your children in the world of money. And I'll be glad to look at it. If you have a question, I'll be glad to respond to it. So let's get into the business of the day. Now, before we learn how to teach our children about how money is acquired, how money is attracted, let me just mention 3 advantages of teaching our children about money. Number 1 is that when you talk to your children, when you engage your children about money, they begin to discover themselves early enough financially. Every success is a product of self-awareness. It begins from self-awareness. So the earlier you get to know yourself, the better. So when we start teaching them about money, they have the chance to know themselves earlier in life. That reduces the chances of them making silly mistakes when they become adults. Number 2, when we teach our children about money when they are young, we give them chance to start practicing money concepts early. They have chance to start practicing how to make money early. They have chance to start practicing how to save early. They have chance to practice how to invest early and so on. Now, practice makes perfect. So they have chance to make mistakes, learn from them from as early as possible. Number 3, when we start teaching our children about money, it becomes less likely that someone will take advantage of them using money. After all, you have taught them about money. You have told them how money is acquired. You have empowered them. They now believe that they can actually begin to create their own money. Therefore, it will not be easy for someone to lure them into crime or into other things because they have promised to give them money. They will already be knowing that money is worked for. So allow me now to give you some tips on how you can be able to influence your children on the subject of how money is acquired. Number 1, talk to your children about money. Normalize having conversations about money. Before you say to them anything about how money is acquired, make them familiar with money. Define to them what money is. Now, this definition has to be age appropriate. Very soon I'll make another video that will be showing you how you can communicate about money to children of different ages. Of course, like I said in the first video, there is no one-size-fits-all approach to parenting. Every parent needs to know their own child and needs to get to know which approach now works for them at which stage. But I'll be showing you some typical breakdown of what works for children of which age bracket and so on. So watch out for that video coming very, very soon. Begin by letting them understand what money is. Define for them what money is. For example, if you have a child of between age 3 and age 7, this is the age where children are egocentric. They are very possessive of themselves. So they understand quickly things that refer to them. So you tell them, for example, that money is what you use to buy a snack. when you refer to them, when you say you, so they internalize what you are talking about. So for them, you don't just talk from a general perspective. If they're advanced in age, then you can be able to define to them money probably in proper terms. Some of them will have started learning about it in school and so on. But start by helping them appreciate what money is. You can also show them different denominations of money in your country. You can also begin to help them count money so that they appreciate the basics of money. Number 2, in as much as it is practically possible and in an age-appropriate manner, let your child know what you do for a living. Let your child know what you do to acquire money. Very many parents are very silent about this. They wake up in the morning, they go to their places of work, they go to their businesses, but their children are observing them. They have no clue what happens in between. They see their parents leave in the morning, they see their parents come back in the evening. Sometimes they see their parents with money. They don't know what their parents did. Sometimes they see their parents buying cars, buying food, buying things in the house, but they have no clue what happens. When they get to become adults, because there was that gap in their upbringing, if someone introduces to them an idea that will bring money, even if that idea will be a criminal idea, they may buy it because you lost an opportunity to let them know what you are doing to make money. Allow me to caution parents that this is not the time for you to feel ashamed of what you do. As long as what you do to get money is legal, as long as it is morally upright, do not be ashamed. Let your child know that this is what you do to get money. That will help them to realize that money is a product of effort. Something is done before money is received. Number 3, try to let your child accompany you to your place of work. I know not every place of work may have the opportunity, for people to go with their children. But if you work in a friendly environment, a flexible environment, where one Saturday you may have the opportunity to tag your child along, please do it. Let them know this is where mom sits. When she has left home, she comes here. When daddy leaves home, he comes here. This is where he sits. He comes here, he opens his laptop, he opens his machine, or he carries, carton boxes, whatever it is that you do for a living. Let them accompany you to your place of work. It begins to eliminate gaps in their imagination. They begin to know that this is the process. This is how my parents get to make money. If you are a business person, let your child accompany you to your shop. Let them witness you selling. Let them see how you speak to your customers. At that young age, you are not sure whether they will turn out to be business people. In case they do, then you will have taught them valuable lessons. They will know customer service. They will know how business is done. They will see you calculate profit. They will see you speak to your customers. They will see you going for goods and packaging them and selling. They will begin to understand those things from as early as possible. So allow your child to accompany you to your place of work, whether you are employed or you are in business. At least once in their lifetime, it will go a very long way. Number 4, talk to your children about the place of effort and reward. Verbally explain to them that there is no money for nothing. That there is no one who will ever come and give people money for no reason. Anytime someone gives you money, they have got interests. Money that you will need to rely on for your livelihood can never come for free. It is possible once in a while someone can gift you, but you cannot live depending on the fact that you can get money for doing nothing. So speak to your children about this fact of life, that there is no money for doing nothing. Now that will protect them when they are adults from the temptations of wanting to sit down and rely on sponsors and rely on other people. It will protect them from the temptation of other people luring them into becoming sex pets, for them to just sit somewhere and wait for someone to bring money to them. Remind them that as they grow up, they should never wait for someone to give them that which they can earn. There is no money for doing nothing. Number 5, let them know that there are no shortcuts in the process of wealth creation, in the process of making money. Make this clear to them. Talk to them about scams and how people take advantage of others. Talk to them about the baits of gambling. Talk to them about the fact that there are no shortcuts. Money has to be worked for. Explain to them how those things that people call shortcuts don't work. Give them practical examples. Simplify according to their ages, but make them get the point. And I mentioned in the last video that sometimes you'll have to say it over and over again, depending on the age of your children. Don't get tired until the messages get home. Number 6, if you have teenagers, you can allow them to do some work and you give them a little token of appreciation in monetary terms. Make no mistake, I'm not talking about child labor. I'm talking about where you deliberately want to model to them how money is acquired. If you are in business, for example, you can allow them in your shop to help you arrange certain files, certain boxes, certain things that will not physically injure them, but will be able to help you model the fact that this is what happens. Work has to be done this way for money to happen this way. If you are employed, sometimes you have got some work that probably is not very sensitive, is not confidential. You can allow them to help you. Or you have some work at home. There are some household chores that you can allow them to do, and then you specifically tell them, assign them that you have to do this, you will do this, and then in return, you will give them some token of appreciation. Not because you are telling them that every work needs to be paid for. No, you have to make it clear that as children, as they are growing, you know, they also have chance to help you at home. But there are specific times when you can seize an opportunity to help to give some assignments to them, and then you compensate them in a way financially. That will model to them that money comes in exchange for some effort. When you give them this money, it gives you a chance to also observe how they behave around it. If they will quickly rush to eat the entire money, you seize the opportunity to teach them about the importance of retaining part of what they earn. Number 7, sometimes you may also attach some work as a condition for you to fulfill their demands. It is not funny for you to just become a yes parent. Everything they say, every demand they make, because that also reduces them to be entitled. They think that in this world they will get anything they want. That might work against them when they are adults, especially the day when the world will throw a no towards any of their demands. Some of them will think they are rejected. Some of them will think about suicide, because throughout their growing, someone who is their parent showed them that anything they ask for, they will get. So you can put work as a condition. So they wake up and they ask for a bike. They wake up and they ask for a snack. They wake up and they ask for whatever it is. So once in a while, when they ask for that bicycle, tell them that you will only consider it after they have fulfilled a certain condition. When they ask for that snack, tell them you will only fulfill it after they have helped you do some work in the house, in the garden, wherever it is. That begins to show them that everything that we want in life is a product of some effort. Number 8, emphasize on the importance of waiting in the process of money making, in the process of wealth creation. The element of waiting, the element of patience. So teach them about patience. Let them know that in the world of money, patience is a virtue. We are raising a generation that wants everything to be happening pap, but that is not going to always be the case out here. There is a time when the world will give them a no card. There is a time when the world will give them a wait card. If they are used to getting everything, immediately they ask for it. When they will be told to wait, they will feel bad. They will feel disappointed. They will think they have also been rejected. So once in a while, sometimes deliberately, when they ask for something, you can tell them to wait. Not because you don't have it now, but because you want to teach them that waiting, that patience is part of the skills they must learn. So you can tell them to wait until schools close, to wait until evening, to wait until weekend, and so on. But most importantly, where material things and money is involved, make sure you teach them about the importance of patience. Number 9, and the last one for today, talk to them about the basics of business. The basics of business. It is not always the case that if you are employed, your children will also be employed. Or if you are in business, they will be employed. So it is good to give them both ends. So it's good for them to understand what happens in the employment world. It's also good for them to understand what happens in the business world. So talk to them about business, the basics of business, the basic buying and selling of commodities, and the concept of profit as an alternative of money making. We are living in times when not everyone will be employed. So they need to be aware of opportunities that will be around them and how to take advantage of such opportunities. If you are not very good in business, you can also, if you have a friend who is a business person or understands business, then you can be able to allow that friend to have a word with your child, depending on how old your child is. You may also be able to learn about money making together with them. If you go for some seminars, tag them along. If you listen to some videos, like the videos when I'm teaching about business, depending on how old your children are, you can listen to those videos with them, and that will also help in this journey. Good people, I want to believe I have said something that will leave value in your financial parenting journey. If that is the case, please like this video, subscribe to this channel once again, share this with your friends, invite someone else to be able to follow this channel. Let me also invite you to follow me on all social media platforms at Coach Roy Okonji, so that we can continue learning about these things and getting better every day. Until we meet again next time, next week, same place, same time, you can do better. Thank you and God bless you.